Good morning, ladies, and happy Thursday. Rise on up. It is the start of a brand new day. Let's get to moving. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, and I am feeling some type of way. Not sure where it is, but coming live from the car rider line. That is Scarlett. My heart actually feels super heavy because sometimes I stay in this quiet zone for a little while. It's really for me to self-reflect, because if not, and I just stay in the motion of something that I know is either stirring me up or getting me upset or just ruining the feng shui of my whole flow, I try to now, instead of blowing up at it or saying something incorrect and mean, it's really something that I have been working on, but it's feel like a season the last several months. It really feels like a season, and I'm grateful for the season. I just feel as if there's a lot of changes coming and a lot of decisions to be made with all that's going on, and it's a little overwhelming at times. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Nothing life-shattering or anything. Sometimes I like to be private in certain private things, only because unfortunately not everything you say you should speak out to the world, because not everybody has your best interest. So I'd rather keep certain private things that I need to be sure that the Lord is working on and hands his hands in without ill will or ill intention, because the world is definitely against a good versus evil. I assure you of that. We're going to hop on to Isaiah chapter 11 today. It's going to be talking about the reign of Jesse's offspring. Let's fill up our cup. Because I don't know. Usually when I feel things like this, I just don't know how to explain the feeling. Usually there's another change, or usually something happens. So hopefully in Jesus' mighty name, everything's going to be okay. But chapter 11 verse 1 goes like this. There shall come forth a rod from the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord. His delight is in the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge by the sight of his eyes, nor decide by the hearing of his ears, but with righteousness he shall judge the poor, and decide with equity for the meek of the earth. He shall strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he shall slay the wicked. Righteousness shall be the belt of his lions, and faithfulness the belt of his waist. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb. The leopard shall lie down with the young goat. The calf and the young lion and the fatling together. And a little child shall lead them. Verse 7. The cow and the bear shall graze. Their young ones shall lie down together, and the young lion shall eat straw like the ox. The nursing child shall play by the cobra's hole, and the weaned child shall put his hand in the viper's den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, who shall stand as a banner to the people. For the Gentiles shall seek him, and his resting place shall be glorious. It shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time, to recover the remnant of his people who are left, from Assyria and Egypt, from Pathros and Cush, from Elam and Shinar, from Hamath and the islands of the sea. He will set up a banner for the nations, and will assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather outside the dispersed of Judah, for the four corners of the earth. Verse 13, also the envy of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not harass Ephraim. But they shall fly down upon the shoulder of the Philistines toward the west. Together they shall plunder the people of the east. They shall lay their hand on Edom and Moab, and the people of Ammon shall obey them. The Lord will utterly destroy the tongue of the sea of Egypt. With his mighty wind he will shake his fist over the river, and strike it in the seven streams, and make men cross over dry shod. Last verse 16, there will be a highway for the remnant of his people, who will be left from Assyria as it was for Israel, in the day that he came up from the land of Egypt. Now some context behind chapter 11. The Messianic king is described as a rod or shoot from the stem or stump of Jesse, the father of David, from whom the Messiah would come. The coming Messiah is pictured as a messianic king with the Spirit of the Lord resting upon him, possessing wisdom and leadership and having intimacy with God. Knowledge signifies an intimate, personal relationship. Fear of the Lord describes reverent obedience, not cringing fear. The Messianic king would delight in doing the Lord's will. He would rule with equity. The social and ethical aspects of his reign were emphasized, and the Messiah would bring a time of peace with harmony even among natural enemies. In that day, a phrase used by the prophets to describe future times is eschatological language. The root of Jesse is another designation for the Messiah. The imagery of Exodus from Egypt is employed to describe the Lord's future deliverance of his people. And that is it for today's Bible study, ladies. That is it for today. Hopefully, whoever sees this, may the word of the book of life speak to you the way it can definitely help and speak to me. And not saying you're going to hear, I mean, you could, I don't know, I haven't. Some